Finally, we have finished the scrap yarn blanket. It took me quite a while. It took me like 2 months, not like the whole sit down like thing, but in between I kept like, spreading out my time when I was making it. But I'm so glad that we are done. And the basket, let me show you. The basket is finally empty, but I realized that this was not the only scrap yarn that I had. When I checked in my, where I keep my yarn, I discovered that I still had like a lot of yarn. So let's first leave that. We shall come back to that issue. Let's first talk about the blanket. So the blanket is finally done, and I'm so impressed with it. I didn't know it would actually become this big or this large, because I kind of underestimated and underrated the amount of yarn I actually had in this basket. This basket is actually not like very big, it's small, though in the video you can think that it's a big one, but it's a small basket, and the yarn in it wasn't like very much. But I realized that I think it was because of the hook size and the stitch that I use. I use a 4.5 millimeter hook, and I double stranded the threads, and I use double crochet. So I think it's because of the stitches that I use and the hook size that made the blanket actually build up very fast. And I'm so happy with how it came up, and I can't wait to make another one. I know in the past videos I told you guys that I don't think I would actually make another another blanket because it's time consuming and all that. But when I saw this and the result is like mind blowing, I'm like, no, I have to make another one. So the plan is to make another one, but the plan is to first accumulate my stash again to like get enough scrap again to make another. I don't want to like buy new yarn to make a brand new blanket, because the idea behind it all is to finish all my scrap yarn. So with time, if I build up another stash, another scrap yarn, I'll make another blanket, because I really enjoyed how this came up. It was actually fun, and I'm going to show you guys how it turned up, and we shall maybe measure the length together and we see how far we have come. And yeah, I'm so happy, I'm so impressed with it, and I just can't wait to make another one, because it's cute. I was looking at it, I think it would take me like a while, like months and months, but I'm surprised it took me actually, uh, let me say, like 1.5 months. Not like I use each and every day to crochet. I skipped actually days without crocheting, and got back to it and all that. But finally, it's done. So let me show you guys the final results. So this is how it turned out. The colors are so amazing. I just can't. I really love the way it turned out. I'm just so impressed about it. Though it took me quite long, but I'm happy with it. So let's do the measurement and we see how long it. So it's actually 178 inches long almost. So I'm really impressed on how it turned up. The color is so pretty, as you can see. The color combination is just perfect. I didn't actually plan on the color combination. It kind of just worked out that way. So what else I wanted to tell you guys is that I noticed that, first of all, hold on. So before we go into other things, you can never avoid getting like excess yarn, like all that. So from the blanket, I managed to get this yarn, because when I was tying them up and joining them up, I had like to cut and all that. So still, we had the excess yarn that remained. But I'm going to use this excess yarn for making stuffings, and maybe if I make like amigurumis, I'll stuff them using this. But for now, I don't think I'll use them pretty soon. So those are the remains from the blanket that we made. So yeah, let's get another look at it because I just can't get enough of this blanket. It's so pretty. I really can't wait to make another one, but with time. So, like I was saying, I noticed that I still have like a lot of yarn scrap tucked away somewhere. I thought I'd already organized them and brought them forth for the blanket, but I was actually wrong. So this is the scrap yarn that I had, and some of them are like somewhere. These are not the only ones that are left. So the plan is to use them, but I'm going to use them with I'm going to make like very minimal projects, very small and tiny fast making projects, so that I don't take long like the way I did with a blanket. I know I'm going to spread them like all over because they're not like one color, one type, and all that. Others are chunky yarns, others are thin, others are medium weight. So it's a mixture of everything. So the plan is to make at least 5 or more of like items or projects so that I finish them up yet. So the plan that I have is to write down the things that now I wanted Pinterest to decide for me what I need to crochet using this scrap yarn. So I have the list already. Let me write down the list, and then I see, maybe I put it in a jar. I want to make this like a fun kind of project because I've never done this challenge before. I saw a lot of crocheters doing this fun project and challenge, so I want to also do the same. So I'm going to get like a list from Pinterest telling me like a few of the projects that I want to make because I don't want them to take like a lot of time, if that makes sense. So I want to get them down, like put them on a piece of paper, put them in a jar, and get them randomly. Yeah, I just want to enjoy making these projects in a way that as I make them, I also get rid of my scrap yarn. Because I promised myself I'm not going to buy more yarn until I'm done with whatever I have, or unless I have, an order for a client. That's when I'll go and buy a yarn. But I promised myself until all my scrap yarns are done, I'm not going to buy any single yarn. So let me get the list down. I like write them, I scribble them down, then we see our first project. I don't know how our project is going to be. And I'm not sure if all the projects are going to be done in this video. I think I'll continue making them in the next video. I'm not so sure. But I'm going to try my level best to at least make one or two in this video so that we see the outcome. And I'm so excited about it because it's a way I'm going to get rid of this crap here, and I don't want to have them lying around. It's so annoying. It's so, especially when they're all tangled up. It's just so annoying. So I'm so happy right now. Let's get to the list. I'm going to read down the list with you guys before I should I read the list? No, it's not going to be fun if I tell you guys the list. So I think I'll just write the list, put them in a jar, and pick them one by one. I think that's more fun rather than telling you what you guys should expect. Or I want you guys to also be in suspense and enjoy the process with me. So let me check on the list, and yeah, let's have fun with this. So I have all my projects laid out, cut out, and written them already. I have them like, I think they're like about one, two, three, they're eight. So I don't know what my first project is going to be. I think let's find it out together and we see what yarn best, can be done using whatever we pick. So let's get into the fun part. So I don't have like I even forgot about my mic. I don't have like a fun jar, so we're going to use this. We're going to remove all these scrubbies, and we use this as our jar, our special jar. So yeah, this project is going to be, so we have 1, 2, and 8. We have like 8 mini projects here, and let's see what our very first project is going to be. Are you excited just like I am? So let's pick one. So this is going to be our very first project. I wonder what it is. I want you guys to see it first. A scrunchie, one of my favorite things to make. So our very first project is a scrunchie. So let's see what yarn we're going to use for that project. I think I'll use this blue one. We're going to start making a scrunchie with this pretty one. And yeah, so apparently that is our next project. And we're going to use this yarn. So exciting. So let me see what kind of hook I'm going to start with, and then we start with our project. I'm so excited. I can't wait. There's so many fun projects I listed down other than a scrunchie. Let me trust me. Let me tell you, a scrunch would be the least thing that I want to make right now because I've made scrunchies all and all over again. So it's going to be a little bit monotonous, but I don't want to change it because the jar says so. I can't like change it. So I have to make it anyway. So I have like 7 more projects like on the list. I hope I'll make them in time and we'll see what next that we have in store. So let's get into the scrunchie making. Now, obviously, a scrunchie won't take me like forever to make, and besides, I'm going to use very tiny, hair band or hair tie to make it, so it's not going to take like a long time. So let's get into the video, like really. Let's get into it. I'm taking a very small break to capture how beautiful the day is today. Let's learn how to appreciate everything that God gives us. It's such a beautiful day. It's not so hot, not so cold. It's just right. It's just a perfect day for crocheting. So, as I work on this scrunchie, I'm not going to take so long. So, let's see what it has. I'm going to use like a 3mm hook so that it works up like, it's not going to be very fast, but I know it won't take forever. By the way, if you need a tutorial for this, I have it linked up somewhere. So I made a tutorial on this on this scrunchie. So if you need it, you're free to go and follow the tutorial. And if you want a written version, I have a written version on my website. You can check it out. I think I'll leave us a link in the description below so that you don't like miss it out. Go and check it out. Actually, I'm giving a discount on the written version of it, the pattern. You go and check it out. I've reduced the amount so that you don't overspend. It's going to be like very cheap for you. So let's get into this and we see how far we can work on this. So I feel this hook is not giving me the speed and the vibe that I want. So I'm going to change it into my normal like hook. Same size, I'm not going to change the size, but I'm just going to change it into a totally different kind of yarn because this one is just not giving me the speedy vibe. So let's get another one.